So I want to ask you this. So I ain't gonna lie. The main reason why I wanted to get back up with you, this was the main question I had. Like I wanted to get back up with you immediately after I got up with you. But when I asked you about you being booked, and you was talking about being booked with Dooski, and y'all got into it on the yard or whatever, and the people were saying like, why you ain't follow up that question? So even though you always show love, I just respect people's time. So when I say it's a certain time, I try to keep it to that. So I was trying to keep the questions for him. Yeah. But you had said something about you had got into a brawl with Dooski on the yard or whatever. And then it wasn't glossed over, but you was talking about something else, but you just kind of said that as a side note. You just brought that up. So I wanted to know like, what was that situation like? What did you and Dooski get into it on the yard over? Like, was it some shit from the world or how'd that go? You know what I'm saying?
We got into it. And then that's why I say like I respect the B because when I bumped into him on the yard when he first got there, I was already in Pontiac. You know what I'm saying? Probably like a year before he came down there. So when I bumped into him on the yard, I went up to him like, man, look, me and you both know what's going on out there in the world. We can either get it in now, you know what I'm saying? Like get this shit out the way, or we gonna be both down here on some mutual respectful shit. You don't say shit about my I don't say shit about yours. He said like I'm only down here for a blick case. I just want to do my time and go home. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no choice to respect that because I ain't out here on no gangster shit. I'm just being real. We know what's going on, so you know how like get comfortable where you at, and then they decide to get on bullshit when they get like feel like they got a team behind them. No, we ain't gonna do that. We gonna get it out the way now. Me and Dooski got cool. You know what I'm saying? We was down there rotating and shit. So we got into it off. Even when Stello got killed. When Stello got killed, Stello fucked me up because he wasn't a nigga that was holding me down when I was doing my time. So when Stello got killed, I felt some type of way. So I stayed my distance from Dooski because they were saying MOB did it. Dooski a real nigga. Dooski came to my cell. We in the same building, but he on the whole other side. He came to my cell like, man, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? You good? I'm like, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been noticing, like he said, I've been noticing like you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't been rotating with me, woo woo. He like, I already know what it is for, but I just want to let you know that we both in jail, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucked it with Stello too because you got to remember, once upon a time, it wasn't no beat. We always growing up in the same neighborhood. Everybody was fucking with each other. The labels and the gangs, the so-called clan, I don't like calling the gangs because we're really organizations, like the Black Panther Party, all this shit. That's what separate us. But we all really came up together. So he like, man, the shit vocals and shit, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, I felt like way too. I fuck with Stello. And I respected that because he took the chance to come from his side where he was at. Cause you know, you get tickets for that and go to the hole. He risked himself coming over there to holler at me and let me know, like, man, look, I know why you ain't been rotating with me and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Woo woo, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm in here. So when we got into it on the yard, it really wasn't even about him. It was about some nigga named Macehead from 55th and the Boulevard coming down there, and he found out I was down there, and he wanted to get on bullshit. Dooski been a real nigga, had to ride with his mans. Point blank period.
Where y'all was at? What joint y'all was at?
Pontiac.
Oh, y'all was in Pontiac. Yeah. So I was on y'all was on Pontiac Yard. Okay. On the it's called the Farm.
We was on the farm.
On the farm, yeah, okay.
At the time, they ended up going behind the wall because of the going to the hole. But you know, even when we was in the seg in the hole, he was salty behind that shit. But like I say, when you're a real, you know what I'm saying, dude on bullshit because I'm down there and shit. And then you know I got motherfuckers. If it go, they gonna ride with me and shit. So Dooski had to ride with his mans because once dude feel like he was wanted to get on that, you know what I'm saying. Now we out here rolling them. It's like I can't just sit right here because when we do go home, I gotta see this. You know what I'm saying?
Look, so Dooski rode with his man down there. So before that, did y'all bump his down there, or it was just like that situation that caused y'all to bump his?
No, after the conversation we had with the, like, man, is we finna get it on now?
Oh,
we down here on some mutual respect shit.
Okay.
We was down, me and that used to walk the yard together. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, that told me some real shit. That told me that his daddy told him that when you in the streets and growing up, the niggas from your block that you call your friends and your mans and all that shit, them become your enemies and your enemies become your friends. You know what I'm saying? He say, I didn't know what the fuck my dad was talking about, but now that me and we rotating and shit, chilling and shit, like, man, I fuck with you, know, you a real nigga. I fuck with you and shit.
That's the sentiment or the The thought that his daddy gave him, the feeling. Did you feel that?
I felt what he said because the reason why I felt what he said, that mean you had to be on the phone talk to your daddy like, damn, I'm out here with a that I'm really supposed to be in tour with.
But did you ever in your life experience that where it's like, damn, my enemy is my friend outside of him, outside of
with
that
my nigga
situation?
Gucci from Wiggle World. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, like with that situation with me fighting Dooski, Gucci rolled with me, but he from Wiggle World. Wiggle
Right.
World,
And
MOB,
AGD.
all them, they connected at the time. Like, this when the shit was going on, the real BDK shit.
What's Shorty name? Rest in peace to him. Shorty from Wiggle World, that's MOB. That was a wild guy. His name was Bebe. Okay. So I'm talking about Bebe. So was you familiar with Shorty or not really? Okay. He was, yeah. Okay,
No,
yeah. They say he was like a
familiar.
little wild. Everybody thought he was from MOB, but he was really from Wiggle World. So you talking about the connection?
Yeah. So you know they all like when it comes to the OTL branch, you know everybody like 300, 600 old block, yeah. You know they had their branch too. MOB, Wiggle World, JoJo, you know TY. I mean Why Young Money in there with them. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody that was against who they against that's they OTF basically. They just weren't called. Matter of fact, they was called We the Ops, WTO or some shit.
That was Lil J, wasn't it? I think Lil J started that.
All the blocks that was clicked up that wasn't OTF was called We the Ops.
Damn, okay.
Because we was OTF, FTO, only the family the ops. So they was We the Ops that they talking about basically.
Okay, so that's one of my questions right there. So let me go back. All right, so let me go back. So, okay, so that's what you got into it with Dooski about. So what was your relationship with him in the world? Did y'all bump heads in the world? Did y'all know each other from the world?
Yeah, we knew each other from the world. We didn't bump heads. We knew each other from the world, but it's like, before it was a beef, we was fuck like Stello was with a female. She stayed on Wabash, 50 Night for Wabash. You know what I'm saying? At the time I'm in the streets, I'm doing my thing. I got kicked out the house. I had to start living with Stello and his lady, which was they were staying on 50 Night for Wabash. So we used to hang on MOB. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. We was hanging on MOB. It wasn't no beef or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? The beef came about later on down the line. Like, I was out for the first beef. We sat down with them, you know what I'm saying, squashed the shit. The second time when it kicked up, I wasn't out for. I was locked up. I got locked up around the GDs on 59 for Ada for some shit. I went down, came home, and when I wanted to communicate, like we all kids in town. When I come up first, I'm like 17, so we all kids, so niggas don't know how to be loyal and hold your brother down. So I didn't talk to them in my block the whole time I was locked up with kids. So when I came home, I didn't know that it was a war going on. So when I came home,
when did you come on? What year was that?
This was 2010.
Okay, so when you came on 2010, you ain't know it was going on, but it was going on.
Yeah, it was going on. I didn't know.
But your little brother was still alive at this time.
Yes, D-Thing was still alive.
He was the head of the war.
He was on house arrest at the time. So when I come home, you know, go to the store, get fresh as shit. I pop out, take the CTA bus to 59th and State. I go to the Wabash Market. You got Boosie, you got Dooski, you got all them up in there, you know what I'm saying? So man, what the f you been at? Like, you know, I'm a skinny at the time, which I was still skinny then when I came home, but they not used to them motherfuckers saying like, damn, man, you gained some weight and shit, you know what I'm saying? So the Boosie like, man, you gained some weight, you know what I'm saying? Well, man, like, locked up. Well, he like, damn, welcome home and shit, you know what I'm saying? I grab you some other stuff. The Boosie tell me to be safe. Be safe. Like, all right, shit, woo. Man, I end up going on the block. When I make it to the block, shit, they making it with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking. They done drove. By the time I make it to the block, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be them and the boys going there get wild.
Damn. He said they making it with me. That's crazy. They get to the block get wild. So hold on. So wait. So now I'm gonna get out the way or whatever. So now you see his rear right there, like, oh, motherfuckers into it. What's going on? Yeah.
These niggas told me to be safe. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? They come in, so I'm like, damn, the dust.
You see what it was?
The dust settled. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker got to see what the fuck going on.
So now before that, you from that area, Woodlawn area, you been in the like fruit hoods or whatever. Did you know them guys, or it was just like did you have a relationship with them? Did you ever rotate over there? Yeah, MOB, yeah.
Yeah, like
cause y'all hoods right there.
We got our time on Indiana.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all hoods like right there.
Dipset, so Dipset and them always have their own little beef and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you got Money. Money was a BD. You feel me? I think Money was GDA first flip BD. You know what I'm saying? So, and Money started staying on King Drive, like 62nd and King in the Courtways. You know what I'm saying? But he MOB though. But as kids though, like when he was standing over there, I think I was probably still like 8th, 9th grade. So when he started going to Inglewood, when you get let out of grammar school, you got to go to high school now. That was the only reason why I feel like he even flipped BD. You know what I'm saying? Like, then I got to go to Inglewood where all these motherfuckers at. So it's like, with the real structure, it's like, damn, even though he over here on the GD block and he being BD, it's like, damn, in some type of way, it got to be some type of respect. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's always been 59th State, Wabash, until like, I'm going to say that end was Indiana beef.